Okay, so good day, grade 4. So our lesson for today is all about subtraction of fraction. So last time, we discussed or we tackled about the addition of fraction. So the same lang din to, wherein meron tayong tinatawag na similar fraction and the dissimilar fraction. But yung pinagkaiba nila is magsusubtract naman tayo dito. So subtraction yung ating operation. So for example, we have here similar fraction wherein our denominator is the same. So number 4. So let us try to subtract. So our first step is subtract the numerator. So 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 we have 2. Then copy the denominator, which is number 4, and don't forget to express the answer into lowest term if needed, or if posible lang siyang ilo-lowest term. So 2 and 4 or 2/4 is pwede siya ma-lowest term. So by simply dividing it sa kanyang compatible number, or pwede nyong gamitin yung GCF, then i-divide nyo. So 2 divide 2, we have here 1. 4 divide 2, we have here 2. So therefore, the final answer is 1/2. Okay, now, let's have another example. So example number 2. Okay, so what if we have here 3/8 minus 2/8. Okay, so the first step is we need to subtract the numerator. So ang ating numerator is 3 and 2. So 3 minus 2, we have 1. Then copy the denominator, which is number 8. And then simplify or reduce it into lowest term if possible. But since our answer here is 1/8 or 1/8, hindi na siya pwedeng ma-reduce or ma-simplify. Therefore, ito na kagad yung ating final answer. So, ganun lang. So, pag posible siyang i-reduce, then reduce it. But if hindi, so yun na yun. So, similar fraction. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed in dissimilar fraction. So when we say dissimilar fraction, so the denominators are not the same. So mapapansin nyo, we have the denominator number 2 and denominator number 10. So hindi sila magkatulad. So the same in the procedure in addition of fraction, wherein first we need to find or to get the least common denominator. So the LCD. So the least common denominator. So first is using skip counting. So ito na yung ating procedure. So we have 2 and 10. So we have here number 2, then number 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, and then we have 10. So our LCD is number 10. So therefore, ito yung ating ilalagay na bagong denominator or our new denominator. So which is number 10. So the next step is we need to multiply the numerators by the factors o yung numbers na nakuha dito. So if I have here kay number 2, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 1, we have 5. Then sa number 10, which is isa lang yung nakuha natin, so 1 times 1, we have 1. Now, the next step is we will now apply the subtraction. So 5 minus 1 rather. So 5 minus 1, we have 4. Then copy the denominator, which is 10. And then reduce the answer if possible, or simplify the answer if necessary. So i-change lang natin siya into lowest term. So by 2's. So by 2. So 4 divide 2, we have 2. 10 divide 2, we have 5. So therefore, our final answer is 2 over 5, or 2/5. So, yon, dissimilar fraction. Okay, so let's have another example. So magbibigay pa ako ng another example. Okay, so what if naman meron naman tayong, okay, example number 5. Okay, number 4 rather. So example number 4. So what if naman meron ako ditong 6 over 8 minus 1/4. Okay, so may correction tape pala ako. So this is example number 4. So ayusin lang natin. Okay. Oh. Example number 4. Okay, so the given number is 6 over 8 minus 1/4. Okay, so this is a dissimilar fraction wherein our denominator is not the same. So the first is we need to get the LCD. So LCD. So 8 and 4. So we have here 8 and we have here 4. So using ko yung 8 natin. 8. Yan. 8 and 4. Next is 8. So therefore our LCD is 8. So therefore meron tayong bagong denominator which is number 8. Yan. Next, multiply the numerator. So 6 times 1, 6 times 1, we have 6. 1 times 2, because dalawa to. So dalawa yung factors natin dito. So 1 times 2, we have 2. So next is we will subtract. So 6 minus 2, we have 4. And then copy the denominator, which is 8. And reduce the answer into lowest term. So by number 4. So pwede siyang ma-divide by number 4. So 4 divide 4, we have 1. 8 divide 4, we have 2. So final answer. So that is kapag kinuha natin yung dissimilar fraction. So yon, dissimilar fraction. Okay, so let's proceed in subtracting fraction from whole number. So I have here an example wherein meron tayo ditong whole number and meron tayo ditong fraction. So 2 minus 1/3. So do you think na pwede itong i-subtract? Okay. Paano ba? So first is rearrange the fraction or the operation. So i-rearrange muna natin siya. So is equals 2 minus 1/3. So andito yung ating whole number. Okay. So andito yung ating whole number and andito yung fraction natin, right? Kung mapapansin nyo, wala tayo ditong whole number wherein pwede na natin siya mai-subtract if whole number lang yung ating isusubtract. But since meron tayo ditong fraction wherein meron tayo ditong numerator na 1 and then meron tayo ditong automatically or imaginary 0 wherein 0 minus 1 is cannot be. So therefore, kapag nakita nyo ganito yung pagkaka-arrange ng ating fraction, so therefore, hindi natin siya kagad basta-basta may isosolve. So, first, to solve this problem, first, we need to borrow. So, magbaborrow tayo sa whole number natin, which is number 2. So, since ito yung ating whole number. So, cancel. May matitira tayong 1. Since nagborrow nga tayo ng 1. So, yung binaraw natin na whole number 1, so dito, is i-convert natin into fraction. So, if meron tayong binaraw na 1, so, ano kayang yung kakalabasan na fraction nito? Okay. Simply look at the given denominator. So, meron tayo ditong denominator na 3. So, yung binaraw natin kanina dito kay number 2 na 1, so nagborrow tayo ng 1, so the equivalent of 1 is 3 over 3, wherein wala siyang bawas. So kung matatandaan nyo yung in-example ko during our synchronous last time, yung sa pizza, so ganito yon. So walang bawas means 1 whole. So therefore, ito yung ating magiging fraction sa ating or dito. So 3 and 3. So now, pwede na natin siyang masubtract. So 1, so meron tayo ditong 1. So 1 minus 0 is equals to 1, or bring down 1. 3 minus 1, so 3 minus 1, we have 2. And then copy the denominator 3. So therefore, meron tayong 1 and 1/3. Okay. So 1 and 1/3. Lakihan ko na lang yung 1. Yan. Okay. So para mas maintindihan pa natin, I will give an example or another example. Okay. So example number 6. So meron ako ditong 6 minus 4 over 8. So ulitin ko, kapag ganito yung nakikita nyong problem, first you need to rearrange the fraction. So we have here 6 and then we have here the fraction 4 over 8. So wherein, itong 6 is our whole number. And the 4, 8, itong ating fraction. So, the next step is we need to borrow since hindi tayo makakapag-subtract ng 0 minus 4. So, we need to borrow. Yan. This will become 5. And then, meron tayong denominator 8. So, ito yung gagamitin nating fraction. So, 5 minus 0, we have here 5. 8 minus 4, we have here 4. And then, subtract 8. Kakopy na lang natin yung 8. Therefore, meron tayong partial answer which is 5 and 4 over 8. Then, reduce it into lowest term. So, meron tayo dito. Yan. Yan. So, meron tayong 5 and then 4 divide 4, we have 1. 8 divide 4, we have 2. So, yan. Final answer. Okay. So, para mas maintindihan natin, so magdadagdag pa ako ng another examples during our synchronous. So, yun lang grade 4. So, goodbye and God bless.